You've discovered your human design and now you're trying to implement what you've learned. Stay tuned to learn how to unlock your potential and the 3 most surprising mistakes that are keeping you from embracing your human design. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Human Design Portal, your safe space to get your cellular activation and start your deconditioning process. My name is Maika Gabriela and I'm a human design reader, an energetic expert, and the founder of the Transformational Human Design Certification. And I have supported thousands of people to find alignment and live their most authentic life so that they can connect to their soul's true purpose. In this video, I'm going to break down the 3 most common mistakes that I see that are happening in my sessions, in my comment section, in my DMs about what is keeping you from actually being able to utilize this amazing tool that is the Human Design System. The most common mistake, and for me, the biggest mistake that is holding you back to connect to your true energetic alignment is wanting to learn more before you start acting. So this is the thing. I understand that we try to create a false sense of safety and control by trying to learn as much as possible. This is especially delicate for all of you beautiful people that have a 1 profile line in your design because you're meant to learn and investigate. But it is really important to understand that the magic will happen the moment that you move out of trying to learn everything and start putting things into action. Because ladies and gentlemen, this is my favorite sentence, action is the universal law of success. So human design is such a deep, intense, broad topic that you could be learning for ever. And so if you're somebody who's looking to see results, who is in this to transform your life, who actually wants to implement change, then embodying and living out your human design is going to be so crucial. So the reason why we hide behind learning is because we need to have the sense of like, oh, I gotta know everything. I have to be sure of everything. And the human design is called the Human Design Experiment for a reason. It's for you to try out. It's for you to get a feeling and a sense of what works and what doesn't work. I don't ever want human design to be a tool that makes you feel bad, that makes you feel like, oh, it's another thing I haven't figured out, that brings shame, that it gets you into an obsessive kind of mindset. I want you to go out there and have fun with your human design. I want you to try out your strategy and see how you can collaborate with the universe. Is the universe listening to me? Is it not? Does it feel good when I do that? Does it not feel good? This is not the end all to everything. It is not something that is supposed to put more work and more stuff on your plate. It's really something that should allow you to let go of all of the things that don't resonate with you, to empower you to connect to your own truth, to have those tools that really make you come back to the wisdom of your body. And by trusting what feels right for you, you will be able to find yourself on the path to your purpose. So when we're hiding behind learning, we're actually just, making the path longer to getting us from resistance to flow. Because in the end, the Human Design System, the Human Design tool, the energetic alignment, what it does is it's really a shortcut. It allows us to move away from all of the things that are hindering us to getting to where we want to go. So if you are really motivated by wanting to see results in your life, I really recommend you start with the basics. The basics being the energy type, the not self theme, and the signature. And so what happens is that once you understand the pillars, once you're truly familiar, and this is the thing, okay, this is controversial. I believe the biggest impact that human design will have in your life is understanding your energy type, strategy, not self theme, signature, okay? What happens is that because there is so much information online, you might have the feeling that you already know everything about your energy type that there is to know. And maybe that's true. And this is where we come to my point exactly. How much are you living out your energy type? The other day, I was in a conversation with somebody who was considering joining the Transformational Human Design certification. And she was telling me like, oh, I'm not interested. I want to get certified, but I'm not interested in level 1 and 2 because there's so much free content out there. I don't feel like I need to learn about this. I'm not interested. And like, that's okay. That can be your experience. But she was a projector that wasn't having success. And therefore, I understand that she is not living out her energy type, because if she would be living out her energy type, she would be successful. So you can measure the correlation of a projector's alignment through the amount of success that they're having. Same with any other energy type. You can see the amount of success a generator, manifesting generator, is living out by the amount of satisfaction they're experiencing, right? And maybe this is hard to see over social media because we can all pretend, because success and satisfaction, I guess, are like different ways of interpreting. You can watch a reflector and see how much surprising things are happening in their life, and you will see how aligned they are. So even though there might be a lot of knowledge, the scary thing is living it out. And this is where we get to point 2. And the second biggest mistake that I see people doing is not trusting the universe, is not trusting that it's safe for them to live an aligned life. And I don't blame you, because I'm still working on it. And I do think that it's a trust muscle that we're building consistently. That every time that we take a step into our energetic alignment, that every time we live and embody our design, we get feedback, we get rewarded for our energetic authenticity. And it's kind of like exposure therapy. We need to go into the world. We need to embody our design. We need to try our strategy so that we can get feedback that it's safe for us to do so. Because if not, we will never be able to trust this amazing tool. So if we're not trusting that we are completely, utterly supported by the universe, by your subconscious, by yourself, by your capacity, by the light, the creator, whatever you want to call it, it will be very, very hard for you to be able to trust who you've come to be and to feel safe in embodying your energetic authenticity. And I don't want you to blame you. I think that it makes a lot of sense that we are fearful of just being who we are. Just be authentic, just live your design, just be who you've come to be. Sounds so easy, but it hasn't been for me. It took me years to understand what being authentic means. And I struggled, and I had, loads of rock bottoms. And in the end, human design was the tool that gave me the roadmap. To me, the body graph, to me, human design is that energetic roadmap that helps you understand who you've come to be. And so the moment that I started moving into the direction of my energetic authenticity and started implementing the strategy, everything in my life changed. And I healed my autoimmune disease. My weight started to become consistent. I found my purpose. I found that feeling of gratefulness in my heart. I had always heard of being grateful, and I started writing grateful journals, and all it did was show me what I was lacking and make me feel miserable. But once I connected to my human design and once I connected to my essence, I was like, wow, this is absolutely incredible. And the more I started to use my strategy, the more success that I saw, the more I could trust it. And this is a little bit like the cat that bites its tail, right? What comes first, the chicken or the egg? But the moment that you start taking that step into proving to yourself that you are divinely supported, that you are allowed to be who you've come to be, that only when you express your energetic authenticity, the world will open up. And that doesn't mean that there won't be obstacles. Of course there are. Obstacles help us expand. We need to expand to create space in our vessel for the things that are at higher frequencies to fit in our experience. But there is this continuous support that is guiding you to become the best version of yourself. Because when you become authentic, when you live out your energetic authenticity, when you embody your human design, you are in your purpose. You're connecting to those gifts that are hanging inherently in your energetic body, and people can connect to them. The more what you say and how you act align with what people sense in your auric field, the more magnetic you become. When you're not aware of the gifts that you have, when you're ashamed of the gifts that you carry in your innate expression, and you try to hide them and you try to push them down, people will feel like you have a murky aura and it won't feel trustworthy. People will be put off. Frequencies, vibes, actually, the word vibes is short for vibrational frequencies. And it sounds very colloquial because we're like, oh, that party has bad vibes. Or like, oh my God, I love your vibes. Like, we use it in a very like casual manner. But if we think about it, vibrational frequencies is what human design is all about. It's giving us that word, that expression to understand what's happening, this thing that we're feeling that we can't see, but we all kind of can sense. So that is the magic of frequency. The moment that you start allowing yourself to build trust with the universe, and we can't expect everybody to just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna trust the universe. If we have a deregulated nervous system, if we are in fight, flight, or freeze mode, and we're constantly alert and our subconscious is constantly, working overtime, assessing that we're safe, you can't tell somebody whose system is absolutely burned out to just like, oh, meditate for, 2 hours, you'll be fine. No, I can't meditate, I'm stressed out. Oh, you have to sleep 8 hours. Oh yeah, really, I have to sleep 8 hours? Well, tell that to my body that wakes up at 3 a.m. and can't fall back to sleep. So there's a whole bunch of deregulation that is happening when we don't feel safe. And not for all of us, it will be so easy to just be like, oh, I'm gonna experiment with the universe and I'm gonna trust that, I'm divinely guided. We have to really start taking responsibility for the experience that we want to have in our life. And so the reason that I say that is because I want to get to point 3. The third biggest mistake that I see that is keeping you from living an energetically aligned life, from being able to use human design as the expansive, incredible, magical, transformational tool it can be, is that you're trying to get too deep too soon. And so what happens is that the most important thing is understanding the base, the energetic pillar, the first makeup of who you've come to be. Once you've understood that, beyond the mental capacity, once you're seeing the result of you living out your energetic authenticity, which means as a projector, you feel successful. As a generator, manifesting generator, you are deeply satisfied. As a projector, you become powerful by the amount of peace that you bring in the spaces that you move through. And as a reflector, your life is continuously magically delightful because it's full of surprises. Only when you start seeing the result of your energetic alignment, of you living out your energy type, that is when we can start to get deeper. That is when we can look at, the different aspects of our design. What happens is that, oh, I've understood my energy type. There's so much free content about my energy type. Oh yeah, it has like this and this and this. I understand. That's great. I'm so excited for you. For me, understanding my energy type was mind-blowing. But you know what was the thing that literally transformed my life in a way that I could have never, ever, 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 ever dreamed of? Is living out my energy type. So if you don't have the pillar in place, you will get lost trying to know more. Oh, because, I am a 35.1 gate in my Mercury planet. Yeah, but do you have success in your life? Oh no. Oh, you're burned out? Well, maybe we gotta learn first how to live out the energy type, and then we can look at the other stuff, okay? And this is not to say that the other stuff is not beautiful and important and impactful. But from what I've seen and what I've learned in my own experience, when we start living out our energy type, when we're honing down on our strategy, when we are ready to look our not self in the eye and be like, bring it on, I'm ready to confront you and I'm ready to use you gratefully to up-level my life and expand beyond the pain that I'm feeling to transform it into light. When we are, just like swimming in our signature, that is when we're ready. That is when actually all of the gates and the channels start opening up. They're like flowers that feel that they have been watered enough that it's safe for them to be expressed. Oftentimes your gifts will naturally just bloom within you. You don't have to go looking into it. You don't have to go, analyzing every bit. And if you're excited about that, that's amazing. That's so beautiful. That's something unique within you that wants to come out. If you want to, gain mastery in the specific little details of all of the human design chart, and that is like your life's dream goal, that is your mission in life, then please go ahead and do that. But for everybody who is trying to have results, who is in a moment in their life where they're stuck, where they're feeling like nobody's seeing them, where they're feeling that their body is sick, that their mind is sick, that they are lacking abundance and prosperity, starting with your energy type and the basics is one of the most important things. And only then can you start looking deeper into your chart and find a lot of beautiful things that can enlighten you and can amuse you. But getting too deep too soon just has the opposite effect. It will bring confusion. And especially if you're trying to learn everything for free on the internet, and I'm not saying you have to purchase anything from me, you do you. But especially when the human design niche is like the wild, wild west, okay? And it's a very unregulated space. I really just want to remind you that you connect with your own authority, that you connect with the wisdom of your heart and your soul, and that you really just dive into the things that resonate deeply. Because there's a lot of people saying a lot of crazy stuff, and from my perspective, the way that I want to share this information is that it's non-dogmatic and that it empowers you to have a beautiful life experience and that it allows you to see what an incredible, unique individual you are and what an incredible, powerful path you have on this lifetime to inspire others by the way that you show up as yourself. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please click the button that hearts this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment below if you have any questions or you want me to go deeper on different questions. I'm super open. And remember, I don't care what anybody says. I love you.